Aaron on animation, bro. Gango is back uploading on his channel, bro. Alright. Esdeath, hope I said that right. The perfect waifu. Akame got killed. Akame got killed. How do you say that? Character analysis, bro. It's about time. I think I missed 1 or 2 videos before this. I think. But he back on timing, man. Let's get it.
All right, so I propose a question. Does a person's action in life dictate if that person is a good or bad person, and if they're redeemable at the end?
If it's bad, yes. Good and bad, yes. I believe so. Is it redeemable? If it's bad, yes. Because how do you redeem yourself for doing good? You feel me? So yes and yes.
Or if they're just a bad person and do one good thing, that does not define them.
If they're a bad person that does one thing, that does not define them
as being a good person.
As being a good person. Yes and yes to the first one. The second one sounds a little crazy. If they're a bad person that do one good thing, that doesn't define them as a person. No. Fuck that, because if they're a bad person, wait a minute. If they're a bad person, they do one good thing. Maybe that's the start of something of a change, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Well, that boy got me brain farting over here, boy.
And what defines a character as being a good person, chat? See, I'm gonna be so real with y'all. Doing the Esdeath video and coming up with the Esdeath video was possibly the hardest video to do, especially trying to argue her being in the Waifu Hall of Fame. It was super difficult for one reason, chat. Esdeath wasn't a good guy.
Yeah.
Now, granted,
pretty sure I reacted to Philly. Was it Philly who did a video on her or about her? Right? I think it was Philly. And she tweaking.
And Akame got killed. No character is a good guy. None of them. It took the show presenting every character, and Akame got killed presented every character as you understand they're part of the story. The only one truly bad character in Akame got killed was I think it was the king, the preacher. I don't remember who he was. That was the only bad character, right? And when I was coming up with the concept for Esdeath and how I wanted to approach this, it was super difficult because truth be told, subjectively, the question now arises, right, chat? The question arises, is Esdeath a good waifu to compare to Akane, Darkness, Roxanne, like all the people who we put in the Waifu Hall of Fame? Esdeath equivalent to them, right? A lot of people wanted me to make a video on Esdeath, and I'll be real with you, Esdeath do got sex appeal.
Yep.
But it's sex appeal enough to get her in the Waifu Hall of Fame?
Nah. I mean, depend what you like. Cause if you like a evil waifu, you feel me? There you go. If you like a good waifu, she ain't the one. If you strictly off sex appeal, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's for you right there. I'd say no. Fuck that. But to each their own, you know what I'm saying? It depends how you look at it.
I'm be real with you. No, it's not. Granted, Esdeath did unlock a whole lot of stuff in every one of us because she was freaky. But for us to decide if she deserves to be in the Waifu Hall of Fame, the first thing we gotta do is examine her and examine her story, right? So let's start at the beginning. In examining Esdeath as a character, her upbringing, chat, if we be completely real with you, Shorty grew up in the hood. Shorty grew up in the hood. It was a dog-eat-dog world. The strong survive, the weak die. And if you die, you're weak. This is what she was taught. This is what was ingrained in her. You either are strong enough to survive, and if you die because of weakness. That can put a chip on someone's shoulder, chat, especially a young girl who's impressionistic. Now, we go a little bit through her timeline. We go through a little bit through her life, chat. Her daddy died. Why did her daddy die? You ask her, why did her daddy die? I'm gonna be so real. What was her response? Her response was because he was weak.
Oh my God.
Sheesh.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
now that reality that she created is now ironed in her mind. The weak die, the strong survive. So now at this point, her only goal is to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Because if she doesn't, she'll die. Being weak and dying, that's her biggest fear. That's what she doesn't want to do. She now has a negative view on that, especially with being weak and dying is tied directly to her father. This point right here is very, very important. This part right here is very important, Chad. Dying and losing is what she views as weakness. So her goal at any point is to always win, right? The first moment we're introduced to Esdeath.
But let's be real. I know this anime we talking, but let's be real. You don't always win at everything. You gotta take your L's. You gotta learn from that L, from those mistakes, to get you that win. You know what I'm saying? So she being a little too stern, too aggressive when it comes to not taking L's. You feel me?
In the show is when Shorty then overtook the North, chat. When she overtook the North, I'm gonna be so real with you. When they first started talking about her, they mentioned her, and the way they mentioned her, it was like, oh yeah, she gonna be busy for a while. Ain't no way in hell she gonna get through the North. So we got our time to do our due diligence. We can handle all our business here because the North it's gonna take a long time for her to get through the North. And a champion in the North is a real dog. He a real killer. No, he wasn't.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
When we first meet Esdeath, at this point in the show, we believe we're following the good guys. We believe that everyone we're seeing from this side, the kingdom is in the wrong, these people are right? So the first time we see Esdeath, chat, what do we see? Esdeath walking them niggas down. We see a city, the North, that was supposed to take her a long time. We see people on skewers. We see a quiet city. We just see fucking wind going through. All we hear is wind. Next thing we see a nigga on a leash. I ain't gonna lie. I said, whoa. Why is this nigga on a leash? He's stark ass naked. He's naked on ice in front of this woman, and she started gloating. She started talking shit. She started telling him, I thought you was supposed to be a dog. I thought you was supposed to be a challenge. You the champion of the North. Now look at you. You dead ass naked in front of me. Dick touching ice. Your balls don't work. Mouth panting like a dog. You really trash for real. You're weak, and weakness sickens me. This is essentially what she's saying. She then get up, kick that nigga, blood all over her, blood everywhere. She like, man, I want a challenge. Fuck all these niggas. I want a challenge. Now at this point, when we see Esdeath, chat, I'm like, okay, this is a bad person. She's a terrible person, right? This is how the show is setting, right? Now, Akame got killed as a series. I'll be real with you, I hate the show. Just because.
Damn.
But what the show did.
Damn. Because of what?
As a series, I'll be real with you, I hate the show. Just because of the ending. But what the show did.
Damn. So everything could be good, but the ending threw it off, Cake?
Really, really well. It shows that good can be in all of us, as well as bad can be in all of us. I'm gonna be so real. That's the two things the show shows. You can either be good or you can be bad, right? And the next time we see Esdeath, boom, they holding the tournament. The tournament's supposed to, get you in good graces with them, all that. Our boy win the tournament. Esdeath see this, Esdeath immediately falls for this nigga. Now what Esdeath does next, it's a tournament. The prize is directly from her. He thinking it's money. And she put a collar on that nigga and said, from now on, you belong to me. The nigga like, nah, bro. I thought it was a prize money. I thought it was woo-woo. She did knock the nigga out and kidnap. She dead ass. She knocks him out and kidnaps him. She's like, nah, bro, you're mine.
Crazy word.
So boom. Nigga wake up. Nigga like, yo, what the fuck happened? She's like, yeah, I had to take you by force. My fault. It's my fault.
What if it was a guy doing that? Yeah, crazy. Right? Crazy.
Whoa. Start going forward. We start to see another side of Esdeath. And we're seeing that side of Esdeath because she's with Tatsu, right? Start to see more of a loving side. We start to see more of a caring side. We start to see more of what we haven't seen. We come to the incident where her and Tatsumi get transported to a whole nother island. And on that island we found out the truth about her. We find out about how she grew up. We find out about everything about her, that she was taught to be this way. Even in this time with her, Tatsumi's like, man, if we could get her on our side, we win. Maybe she not as bad as we think. And just as soon as she start reeling them in, he kind of mentions it to her, and she like, hey, quit joking, I'll kill you right now. And niggas,
damn. Hey, what the?
He kind of mentions it to her, and she like, hey, quit joking.
Dog. Oh my god.
Joking, I kill
Yo, no way that's real. No
joking,
way.
I kill
No way that's real, dog. Oh, dog is. Yo. Oh my god.
joking, I kill you right now. Niggas like, who was I to think she could change? Someone who has only known power, fighting, all that shit. That's all she knows. Of course she wouldn't side with us. And all she knows is the kingdom, and the kingdom being right because it has the power. At this point, we know she's a strong fighter. Let's go to the final fight in the show. The show's called Akame Ga Kill. After everything is going on, in the midst of the fight, she finds out that Tatsumi, one of the rebels, one of the bad guys. This is why I say this one was a lot harder to do for that Waifu Hall of Fame, because in the show, even though they show us all the negativity and all the evilness, right, from Tatsumi's standpoint, when Tatsumi is with them, he sees it from a different perspective. The show shows it from is that the kingdom is the good guys. The people that Tatsumi's with, they're the bad guys. And the show does a great job of presenting duality as just because we see them this way, is that character really bad? Because the character is presented this way. When you see it from another point, it's presented another way. Like two sides to the same coin. Someone who did their best to stand up for the kingdom, as well as someone who was killing people, right? There's no moral good side in war. And as we're watching the final fight and she finds out that Tatsumi is on the other side, there's something very unique that happens, and what happened changed everything completely. And the last moment where Tatsumi, he laid dead as hell, Akame is going to him, she like, don't touch him. She go up to him, she's crying, and what she does next is astonishing. She uses her power on herself, and she's no longer living. She ends her game. And to most people, that's not powerful. That's not.
Yeah, because what was this talk about? Your pops is weak. Literally saying her pops is weak. He not strong. And you're doing the same thing. What's going on?
Is astonishing. She uses her power on herself, and she's no longer living. She ends her game.
Hold on.
To most people, that's not powerful. That's not nothing.
Yeah.
On the contrary, it's something really fucking big. And the reason why I say it's something really fucking big, to her, death is weakness. To her, dying means you're a loser.
Yeah.
What she did went against what she believed. She lost the one person she loved more than anything, and she felt like that was the biggest loss. That was true weakness, to go on living without that person. Her view on
What the fuck? What the fuck? When you put it like that, is crazy, bro. Dude. That is fucking wild. That's a crazy way to think about it.
death at this point had completely changed. It is no longer for the strong, it is no longer for the weak. It's an end we all must face. And to have lost someone she really loved, she would rather not keep going, which is sad.
That's crazy.
It made me realize something very unique about her character. That at the end, through everything we saw, she was a truly loving woman, a truly passionate. And if her circumstances would have been different, we would have rooted for her from the beginning.
All right. The way it ended, you start to realize pretty much what he's saying. Like, oh, our initial impressions it's not right, because now, you know, you're seeing the show, it ends how it did, and you're like, damn, let me think about it this way. Compassionate, care, and all of that, right? Now, right? I feel like, of course, you see that ending and you try to rewatch the whole thing again, you probably won't see her like you initially did first, because you know, you feel me? So it's like, I don't know, bro. It's just like first impressions, bro. Like, first impressions matter, but do they really? Because it's like, I don't know. I could be a dickhead to y'all, in person, right? And then as time goes on, you feel me? I don't know. You give me the chance. You're like, fuck it. He's being a dickhead. I'm gonna still give him the chance. You feel me? Because you a good person like that. You got heart. You feel me? So you know, time goes on. You giving me the chance. We chat and conversate, whatever, and then you start to realize, like, damn, he's not a dickhead anymore. He's not how he was when I first initially saw him. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know. It just makes you question, like, first impressions. Do they matter? But do they really matter? You feel me?
And I feel like us not including her in the Waifu Hall of Fame it's a disservice and a disjustice to her as a character. Because truth be told, Esdeath showed she's more human than damn near anyone we had ever ran across at this point. Esdeath proved she was the most human character in the series. And you have to remember, she was a bad person. But I also feel we have to view her subjectively as well as objectively. Right? She was complicated, but she lived life the way she was taught. Granted, a lot of the shit she did, I don't agree with. The bid was crazy. But I do think we have to accept and realize, because of her story and the shit she went through, as well as what she did in the end, truly solidified her as a character. She didn't just end it to be like, I don't want to lose. She didn't just end it to be like, bump it. She lost somebody she loved. And like, she's a confused villain. But it begs the question, in the show, who was really the bad guy? The only bad guy was that priest, that king. Everybody else was doing their job. The prime minister, he was running the country away so he could keep the money, so he could stay rich, so he could stay well, so he could stay in control. It was all for him to be in control, right? Every person in the show, truth be told, is a victim of circumstance. Every character. But looking at Esdeath and looking at a character who at the end of the story truly changed, I think it would be a disservice to not put her in a Waifu Hall of Fame. Not only was she fine, because she was fine as hell, freaky as hell, but she had a story that genuinely moves you because she showed the most realistic version of us. We're all we're all not perfect. We all have skeletons in the closet. But to villainize a person from the story being told one way and we never see it.
This man cooked. This man cooked, bro. No burning, no nothing, bro. Straight cooking. Damn, bro.
Villainize a person from the story being told one way and
one way, bro. Two sides to everything.
Aspect. Let's be real for a second. Every waifu in the Hall of Fame, no one's perfect. And if we take it a step further, a person who found love is more valuable than the person who's never accepted love as being real. It was a loss. Nevertheless, it was a loss. But I genuinely feel because of what happened, she deserves to be in the waifu. He was broken, but extraordinary. We never understand people when we haven't lived their lives. And I think with her, it's one of the most realest ones we can get. I say she deserves to be in the Waifu Hall of Fame. And I feel she just as much as anybody else deserves to be there. And that's my thoughts on it. I know I ain't uploaded in the minute on this channel. I haven't.
Did that say 1 year?
Upload in a minute, I'm sorry. More content on the way. I see y'all when I see y'all. Well, y'all gonna see me more. Be sure to check me out on kick.com/internet Aaron, as well as twitch.tv/internet Aaron live. I apologize for being gone so long. Yeah.
Peace out, my boy. Wow, bro. This man done flipped the whole perspective on this shit for real, bro. Cause listen, he came in straight with it. He's like, not a good person. Not a good waifu. Man's cooking up, telling the story. Obviously, you continue to hear and see the show, how it unfolds and all that. Being open-minded, of course. You gotta be open-minded. Let's be real, okay? And, you know, you just come to find out, like, how she was thinking and moving. Yeah, it don't correlate now with what she did at the end, but I don't know, bro. This man done cooked this whole shit up. Damn, literally crazy, bro. Dead ass crazy, bro. After almost a year has come, greatness and balance has arrived. Aaron, W editor, W video, W Esdeath. He back. Oh yo, follow boy. Instant like I waited for this video. Now that you back, we got 20 new waifus to cook on. Right, bet, bro. A whole year, bro. This man got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? W video, bro. Next video, hopefully it's sooner than later, all right? Because a year is crazy. But If y'all know he has other channels, this man been working, bro. They just hit 1 million. You know what I'm saying, on their main channel. So W video, bro.